Hey, welcome to Shelter on Base, everybody. I know we've taken a little bit of a hiatus, but we're back here with you now. I'm with Kuiper, Therese Vinal, and Anthony Garcia.
For
And
the
Anthony
late night
is-
shows, I'm just gonna drink wine. It's late. It's later at night. It's fine. It's a triple dally after dark.
I wish I
Triple
could.
Dark.
I wish I could join you on this.
Yeah,
I still
I'm
got a few
drinking for
months to go.
Therese, too, so I have to drink for Therese. So we have to.
True. You've got to drink for two.
Yeah.
Can you
And
have
some.
like kombucha? Like, can you do that?
Oh, you're asking me.
Yeah. Seriously.
I could, but I don't want to.
I'm asking.
I'll do some sparkling fun virgin drink next time just to join the festivities with Anthony.
There you go.
Deal.
Thing is alcohol if you let it ferment long enough.
Right.
That's the
Yeah.
spirit. Well, the Giants, breaking news, are not that good. They are 8-12 right now, playing 400 ball, and they are in last place in the NL West. Not that that really matters in this weird structure of baseball, because they're just randomly playing whoever's nearby, but they are last place in the NL West. So with that, I guess, why don't we kind of make it a little bit lighter and talk about some of the best things that happened since we last connected.
I'll go first. Extra innings went better this time around, so that's a positive. If you guys recall, the last time they went to extra innings and it just like blew up in their face, and then Kapler made a move where he couldn't make a move. Like, oh no, like,
Oh no!
oh no. But they got that extra innings win over the Astros, which is a nice silver lining. And one of the great things that came out of that was Tyler Rogers got his first career save. So put that one in the books. That's one he'll always remember. And it's always kind of nice to highlight first career, stats.
I like that. So do we like the runner on second rule now that we won with it?
It makes
I'm
me
still
nervous.
no.
It's very stressful, don't you think?
I
Yeah.
like
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I like it a lot. It's like it's instant action. It's like you're tightrope walking without a net. I like it. Me and Cole, we butt heads on this. I like the NODH. Cole, I know you hate the DH, but I like it. I like this runner on second. I love all the quirky rules. I like it. Let's do it. Let's get weird.
Anthony, imagine this scenario where a pitcher throws a perfect game and loses the perfect game because a runner started on second.
Then
Still
score
counts.
run. Then score
Oh, I
run.
didn't even think about that.
Yeah, little sack fly, 2 sack flies, move them over,
Score
loses
run.
the perfect game.
Gosh, everything's the wild, wild west right now. I feel like there are no rules. Just like us, baseball's above the law right now.
That's right. All right, I'll dive in. My highlight of the last week or so was that Kershaw game, because those have always, for the last decade, been just something we write off. All right, Kershaw starting. That's a loss for the old Gigantes. But it was awesome. 3 home runs off Kershaw. Austin Slater's the first guy to hit 2, first Giant to hit 2 off of him. It was great. It just felt like a little glimmer of magic in this dreary, weird season.
And speaking of Slater, he's actually been doing really well on offense. And at one point, he was leading the league in stolen bases. Like, where Austin Slater, AC Slater, coming out of nowhere. Like,
He didn't play today, right? He got scratched.
He got
he was scratched.
yeah.
Elbow?
Anybody know?
Elbow.
And then he homered Monday too. So not only did he hit the
The
2
old
on
bow.
first Sunday,
Yeah.
he hit the
See,
home
this is why you can't elbow in congratulate just
Yeah.
air fives, people. Air
That
fives
means
save your
200 on the
elbows.
elbow.
I actually really like the outfield fake hug. Like, we could do
Yeah.
that too. Like, you guys want a hug?
over
Hey, guys,
the
let's high five over Carmen.
No, I
I
hate
don't know where
that.
she is.
No,
I don't know
no,
where
it's
she
not
is.
possible, but I don't like it. No. I'll take a quick best. I was really nervous for the Giants to play the Astros because they just been fighting everybody. They don't care. They just want to have a fight with everybody. Dodgers, A's, whoever. They don't care. And I didn't want the Astros getting all close to the Giants players. Like, I didn't like all the brawls. Everybody was too close. No
Yeah, there was
like,
a lot of touching. There was a lot of touching going on.
no. So
Can
I
you
was
imagine if there was actually like fans in the stands to antagonize some of this too? like
No.
just how out of control this season would be for them. Like
How
teams are
many
picking
trash
fights with
cans
them.
would have been brought in,
Yeah.
right? I know. And with the A's, don't the A's have trash cans like making noise?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
they got the
so,
drummer guys.
yeah, who would have known what would have happened there? But I'm just not into the Astros right now. They're really just very unsavory to me. So I'm glad they stayed away from the Giants. No fighting. Nobody threw at anybody. I'm into it.
Yeah, between the Astros and James Harden, I don't know how you could ever be a Houston sports fan.
Rough.
I was going to say this. I don't know if the Astros have the Phillies on their schedule this year, but if any fans are going to be able to give them any grief, it's probably the Phillies. Because did you guys hear about how the Phillies fans were outside of the stadium when they were playing the Yankees and they were just harassing the players from outside? They were harassing and like making air horn noises whenever the pitcher was warming up, that the manager came out and complained, and then they started chanting his name every time because they knew they got to him. So here's hoping the Astros play in Philly, because Philly fans are relentless.
Yeah, I remember during football season, there one of the 76ers is a Redskins fan and went to the Eagles game in his Redskins jersey, and they fought him. Like, he's on your team. He plays for your city. Why are you fighting? In a different sport, it's just wild. Philly's a different place. I'm going to switch it up because we're above the law, as you said. There's no rules. It's like Outback Steakhouse.
That's when you take a drink and you say, I'm above the law, and you keep going.
Why Outback Steakhouse?
Because no rules, just right. If you've never seen if you've never eaten at Outback, I love Outback. It's the
When you're here, you're
about
family.
me.
Yeah,
That's Olive Garden.
have it your way. Outback Steakhouse, have it your way. Is that not what they say?
I'm loving it.
That's the Burger King. I eat out of a lot of really shitty
It's
chain restaurants and fast food, so I know all of them.
Wait, what's the Outback Steakhouse motto?
No rules, just right.
Are you kidding me? That's a terrible motto.
Is that like Australian or something?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, they say it in an Australian accent. No rules,
say
just
mate?
right. Yeah,
Oh, that
no
was
rules,
good.
just right.
Yeah, but I will say about Outback Steakhouse, this is really clever. Their kids menu is called the Joey menu, and the Joey is a kid, is a kangaroo kid.
We
So-
know, gosh, we all went to elementary school.
Rude. So I'm going to
Those
start
of you who are under 5, but Joey is a baby kangaroo. Thanks for watching our show.
Yeah, my 6-year-old nephew is
Next
watching
week.
this like, duh, that is. I'm going to start with my worst. My worst is they lost a lot of close games this week. The Giants lost a lot of close games. They blew a 3-run lead against the Rockies in one of the first 2 games, I forget. In the 4th game of the series, they blew a 2-run 7th-inning lead. And then Sunday against the Dodgers, they blew another 2-run 7th-inning lead. A 3-7 road trip. When you looked at the schedule, you knew it's Rockies, Dodgers, Astros. This was going to be a tough road trip. They went 3-7, but even if they win 2 of those games, that's 5-5. Even if they don't win all 3, even 4-6 is, I feel like, a lot more palatable than 3-7. I don't want to be negative Nancy, but I feel like this may have turned the season. To go 3-7 during this stretch is really tough. So the losing games that they were winning is my worst.
You're going to transition right to
I'm
worst.
gonna
All right.
transition my
Yeah,
best,
we skipped
I
best.
think we should call you anti-positive Anthony.
but I'm going to transition to the best, which I've said this all year long. I don't expect a lot from the Giants this season. So moral victories in that they went 3-7.
No.
They could have won 3 of them.
No, they're performing exactly as expected. They're not doing better than we thought, I think. What do you think?
I like the fact that they could have won 3 of these games. They won 3. They could have won 3, and they lost 4. So I'm going to, tinker it. I'm going to fudge it. I'm going to go they went 3-4-3 on this road trip. That's what I'm saying. So, yay, we have to count the moral victories this season. So this was a moral victory, a 3-4-3 road trip. It's like soccer.
Okay,
I get what you're saying, though. Oh, I was
Sorry,
going
go
to say, I get what you're saying, though, Carmen. Like, they're playing as expected, but there's been some players, at least, that are playing unexpected baseball. Like, Donnie Barrels.
Okay.
What the hell?
By the way, can I just do my worst since it revolves around stuff that Donnie Barrels has done?
Yes. I was serving you up on a silver platter with this. Go ahead.
Errors! 21 errors, the worst in baseball. The worst in baseball. And I think this is especially hard for Giants fans to kind of stomach because for so many years, the Giants had a phenomenal pitching staff. and defensive team, right? Like that was what was going on. That was all. They couldn't hit a lick, right? But they could field the ball and they could catch the ball. And now it's like they can't field a routine grounder to save their lives. And Donnie Barrels, as I said on Twitter, it's not Donnie Gloves because he's got 5 errors.
I'm glad I didn't see that tweet because I would have tweeted back something not very nice at you.
Really?
No, but I would have disagreed with you.
Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you have to disagree?
He's getting like 400. Give him a break. You can't
That's
do
why
anything.
he's Donnie Barrels and not Donnie Gloves. It still fits. My point still stands. Tyler Heineman has three errors. You know, Brandon Crawford has 2. Like the season just started, y'all. So it's like a lot of errors. So I'm not.
But the season's almost over, so it's fine.
It just started, but it's almost over. But I'm just like, yo, everybody clean up your act just a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I have one more worst. I forgot a worst. I have an actual one. I'm sorry to cut. Nolan Arenado, go away. Leave us alone. Nolan Arenado just kills us. Every game this guy hits a home run, I never want to see you again. Leave me alone. Go.
I don't understand why they just don't Barry Bonds him every time. Like, this guy gets off to the fact that whenever the Giants, he gets to play them. I said it. We're on YouTube. I don't really care. He gets off on the fact that he gets to hit against the Giants. And they know he thrives off of them. Why the hell do they pitch to him? Just walk him. And you know what? He probably won't do what your boy Barry does, Anthony. He probably won't be like, okay, this is what it is because I'm the best player in baseball. He would probably get pissed. And probably by the 3rd game, he'll be ready to swing at anything so you can throw the junk stuff at him.
I love it.
Just saying. Kepler, call me. I got a game plan for Nolan.
Go away. Sorry to throw everybody off. I just really don't like Nolan Arenado.
No worries. I'm gonna. Mine is very similar to Carmen's, so I'm gonna kind of continue Carmen's train of thought. But unfortunately, rather than picking on the whole team, I'm picking on a much smaller group of guys. These catchers' interference calls have been horrendous. I think I saw Posey has 3 in his entire career, and we have 4 this year without him, which is just absurd. There have been 9 calls in the league this year, and the Giants have just under half of those.
Yikes.
We're number 1.
We're number 1. It's a kind of thing that I almost forgot was an element of baseball, like catcher's interference, and we're seeing it like constantly this year.
I want to be like beep boop, Nick Hudley, are you there?
Why does your phone make noises like the Jetsons, though?
Beep boop, beep boop.
Jetson phone?
I'll call him my rotary.
Well, speaking of other records that they're holding right now, 16 consecutive games they've allowed a home run, which is a franchise record. Not the kind of record you really want to hold. We're number one. There's only been 3 previous Giants teams that have allowed 14 straight. 14. Now they've set the new bar. Come beat us.
In their defense, the ball's still juiced. I found a new Twitter account. It's called like The Ball is Juiced, I think. And like they show things that look like pop-ups and that go out that end up as home runs. So the ball is still juiced in the Giants' defense. Wow, I'm really a homer, huh?
But
you are. Drink your wine, you homer.
come on.
The A's, when they were on their little winning streak, were multiplying all their wins by the ratio of this shortened season to show what it would have been as a normal length season. So that is the equivalent of 42 2/3 straight games with home runs given up for the Giants.
Is that good?
Oh, that's so rich. I love it. I don't know why, but I just can't get it up to be upset about anything. Do you know what I mean?
Thank you.
I'm just like, meh, okay. Like, it's all fake anyways. At least that's how I feel. It's all
exactly.
It's like a diorama. Like,
Yeah.
Is that what a diorama is?
No, that's like the 3D thing you make in like the 2nd grade.
Yeah, it's in the
shoebox.
shoebox.
I'm trying to say.
Okay, so you knew Joey, but you didn't know diorama?
Exactly.
I'm an animal expert, okay? I'll have you know. Well, that's not great. All of that worse, we didn't like it. Let's just like forget about her because like I said, I really don't care. As long as everybody is having fun and being safe, I really don't care what happens. But should we just name our player of the game? I think there are some votes for Donnie Barrels. Do we all kind of agree that maybe he's our player of the game, player of the series, player of the games?
Player of the week's probably Arenado.
I'd say he's hitter of the series, but player encompasses a whole lot more. So I'm going to go AC Slater.
I'm going AC Slater too. I like it. He's stolen bases. He's not. I think he's cooled off quite a bit, but still, I like it.
I like the change. He's been doing great. You're going Solano?
Yeah, just because it's so cool to see a Giants player on the leaderboards for like a big stat like average or home runs or RBIs. It brings me back to the old days when we had Bonds, and we could actually be in the running for this kind of thing. Yeah. So seeing Solano up on top of the charts, I'm in. I don't care how bad his defense is.
Yeah. We do have to thank him, though, for breaking up the no-hitter, the no-no the other night. So maybe I do. Yeah. If we're going to go with hitter of the series, I'll go with Donnie.
I'll give Cole the Family Feud good answer.
Oh, good.
Good answer. Thank you.
He's at the top of the leaderboard, but I bet you anybody who doesn't follow the Giants saw it and goes, "Who's this?" and had to click in to see who the heck that was.
So his headshot comes up.
Yeah, they had to zoom and enhance because they're like, "Who the heck is Donovan Solano?" I bet you that's happening.
He doesn't even have a photo listed. Who is this?
Or it's the best when you get fans that are like, wait, was he even on the team last year? You're like, oh, yes, he was.
That's the Farhan way. If you throw enough guys out, some of them will stick. It happened with Yaz.
Go ahead, Anthony.
Let's clear the bases. Let's go around the horn and talk about some non-Giants baseball stuff. My boy, Ramon Laureano, charging the Astros bench and trying to fight everyone go 1-on-25, which one is crazy. Two, he's doing it in a pandemic. So he's double trying to die. So shout out Ramon Laureano for doing that.
It was the hitting coach that was talking crap to him, wasn't it?
It was, and I actually have a quote here. Laureano said that Cintrone, the hitting coach, said something in Spanish you don't say about my mother. Therese, you and I are both of Latino descent. I just want to say, don't blame this on Spanish-speaking people. If you say anything about anyone's mom in any language in the world, you're gonna get in a fight. That's a Donnybrook. That's on site. So for all the Spanish-speaking fans out here, any language Ramon Laureano is gonna fight the Houston bench. So
don't you have another quote in there?
What's up?
I put this one in because I thought it was hilarious, where he did say, I regret charging him, or was it I do not regret charging him?
I do regret charging him.
I do regret charging him because he's a loser. That's what it was. I regret charging him because he was a loser.
I would rather get my ass kicked than have someone say that about me, honestly. I'd rather get beat up. The quote is worse than the fight.
But since all of us watched The Office, I threw out this Twitter meme to you guys. So that whole thing where it's the Wayne Gretzky quote behind Michael Scott, and it's quote Wayne Gretzky, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. So Shayna Rubin actually photoshopped it, and she put, I regret charging him because he's a loser, Ramon Laureano, Michael Scott. I thought it was hilarious. I was like, that looked like a Cole thing to do. I thought Cole maybe created it and she stole it from Cole.
It happens all the time.
Rubin, what?
Yeah.
I mean, to just wrap it up, 20-game suspension to Cintrone, which is the hitting coach, I guess, for the Astros.
But he was one of the masterminds behind the whole trash can thing, if I remember correctly. So I'm glad he's getting suspended for something.
Well, not only that, but then he talked shit to Laureano and then hid behind a player like a little bitch. So I'm just like, okay, dude, totally cool. Start a fight and then hide. Classic.
I hope he doesn't watch this show.
I hope.
Do you think Laureano's suspension was justified, though? 6 games. That's the equivalent of what? When they multiply that, Cole? Is that
Yeah, Cole, you're the mathematician of.
I'm on it. I have a calculator open on my Google. That's 16.
I was surprised he got less than Joe Kelly. I thought he was getting, because Joe Kelly got 8, and Laureano actually incited a brawl. So I was surprised he got less.
Joe Kelly appealed down to 5 though today.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Wow.
I'm not surprised. I mean, it was a big ruckus. He did cause a big fight. It was a bench clearing brawl. That makes sense to me. I am glad it happened though.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not
Yeah.
mad at it.
Yeah.
Is that
Everyone needs to fight the Astros this year, except for the Giants. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Elsewhere around the league, our guy, Madison Bumgarner, has been struggling and is now on the IL. And I remember on Twitter, the Diamondbacks told us they would take good care of him. Do you guys remember this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They lied.
he actually did.
Liars.
Liars.
Oh my God.
They didn't really take care of him, but he's on what, the 10-day IL, and I think he started throwing off the mound today or something. That's like I feel like he just left the game, like, and now he's already
He's got a back strain. Then that's tricky. Like, some back stuff is always like that. There's no like hangnail situation here. It's back can go in and out, and you never know how it's gonna feel.
Yeah, when the back starts to go, that's when you know you're old man river. Like, I feel like you don't start feeling that stuff until like you just start getting older. Yeah, exactly. But just to clear it up, 9.35 ERA in 4 starts. I'm guessing either he's just completely fallen off a cliff or his back has been bothering him for a while.
It's got to be the back. It has to.
Yeah. And also with that short, not spring training, summer training, I mean, I feel like we can't come down too hard on any of the pitchers. Like Carmen and I say, it is a nonsense season that doesn't count for shit. So, like, give the guy a little slack, and maybe we'll take next year into account to find out if he's old man bum.
I like it. I
Love
like
it.
Did you guys see Stroman opted out and totally gamed the system, opting out with a year of service time after playing 0 innings? I love seeing the reverse happen of what usually happens with these guys. Just stick it to the man, Stroman.
I love it. After this is on the tail of who was it, that Cespedes who just ghosted the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ghosted
I love
me.
it. You love to see
Yeah. Just
Some
block him on
fishy's
his
going
face.
on over there with the Mets.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, not good. And speaking of COVID-y things, how about them St. Louis Cardinals, man? They're all
baseball.
Yeah, oh my gosh. They have not played since July 29th. And in this shortened season, that's a whole lot of games they missed. And how the hell are they gonna make up all those games? I think, you know what? I think, Rob Manfred, let's get on the phone and let's just bag the Cardinals for the rest of the season, because there's no way that team is making up. And you know what? Make them an example. You all don't want to follow the rules?
Okay.
Done. Donezo. Goodbye.
Manfred thinks it's gonna happen. He's like, oh, just play like 10 double headers in a row. It's fine. Like,
Yeah, players are going to be okay with that.
So they've played 5 games. The Giants, in comparison, have played 20. So they have to make up 15 games. And
There's no
this
Man,
season
way.
was supposed to be
Into it.
about player safety, and that's why they made double headers 7 innings each, so the players don't play.
What are we even doing here?
How many days are left? I don't know. Like, let's say there's 50, 60.
We're a third of the way because there's only 60 games in 66 days.
5 games in like 50 days?
I think last time I saw it was like 55 games in 45 days. So you have to basically have double
10
headers.
doubleheader. No.
There's no way. Bye, Felicia.
Just throw them out.
Get rid of them next season, too. Make a real example of it.
You know, by the time everybody Hunger Games themselves out,
This
all
is
the
what it's gonna be.
postseason teams will be established just by elimination in that way, you know?
That's what the World Series is going to be. It's not going to be the
Yeah.
2 best teams. It's going to be the 2 teams left standing.
It's
And whoever's
Battle
left is
Royale.
gonna be the
So,
World Series.
for
so
this
you're telling
generation.
me we have a chance?
Yeah, this is
Us
like
versus
Fortnite.
the Marlins. Go.
Yeah, they're immune.
Perfect.
Well, what a fun / depressing show we've had
I
here.
finished my wine just in time.
I believe the Giants are coming home to play Oakland. And then they're back out to the Angels. They're doing a lot of traveling, you know. And then they've got the Diamondbacks. They're going to see their old friend, Madison Bumgarner. I don't know if he'll be ready or off the IL by that time, but, you know, it'd be nice to see them hit Mad Bum a little bit. I would like that. Donnie Barrels versus Mad Bum. Let's go.
I'm already dreading the text I'm going to get from my A's fans friends this weekend series. That is not going to be fun. I'm not.
I mean, it's going to be a massacre.
Well, the Brody Trophy's on the line, so get ready.
The Brody.
Brody.
Thank you guys so much for joining us always. Oh, I forgot to do my spiel about subscribing. Well, if you've made it this far, thank you for listening to our silly show, but also subscribe, like, comment, hit us up on Twitter. All our socials are down there. Do it because we release episodes whenever the hell we want, and you want to know when we have one. And also,
it's like Outback. There's no rules.
I know
what a
And it's
Joey
full
is.
circle.
there's
Full
a
circle,
whole
Anthony.
podcast genre about people talking about bad movies. So if you like people talking about bad baseball, this is the show for you.
This is for you. And you can also find us on a lot of the different podcast platforms. If you don't like looking at our ugly mugs, you don't have to. You can go listen on a
Cool.
podcast. It's
Get
all
out of there.
But anyways, all joking aside, thank you so much always for watching our show, and we will check you out next week, maybe.
Who
Yeah.
knows? Good band all day.
Subscribe. Oh God.